Hellos, welcomes everyone. AnthWolf here, bringing you a new Let's Play. A replay for the channel from a game which I brought to you all in 2014. This, of course, if you can't tell from the actual title of the video, of course, or the opening sprawl here, is Deus Ex. Released at the turn of the millennium in the year 2000, developed by Iron Storm and published by Eidos Interactive. I thought it was a good time, since I've moved into a new property, to replay one of my favourite games ever. This, of course, is an action role-playing game, and compared to my playthrough of this game back in 2014, I will be playing with a mod developed by, I think, a single developer called Totalitarian. It may have been just him, or it may have been him with a couple of other developers as well, but I will be playing with version 9.0.3 of the Give Me Deus Ex mod, which gives us all new updates and whole new features, new textures to the maps, to the characters, improved AI depending on the difficulty settings you use as well, different mechanics such as mantling various objects, and there are changes to the weapons, their modifications, and to your agent's augmentations, and a lot more as well. There's a lot of interesting stuff, and I will provide a link in the video description below if you want to check that mod out and maybe play it for yourself. I imagine most people who are watching this series know what Deus Ex is all about. Just in case, this is set in 2052 AD, and the world is currently facing a crisis caused by a mysterious virus known as the Grey Death. We will be playing in the role of JC Denton, a nano-augmented rookie agent who is beginning his service on behalf of the United Nations Anti-Terrorist Coalition, also known as UNATCO. And yeah, I'm just going to jump straight into it. I was going to have some conducts I should play with. I was tempted to just do a low-tech playthrough, but I thought since we were playing with the mod and there's whole new changes to the weapons and how they are modified, I thought I wouldn't just limit myself and see what the mod has available, what it offers to us. One thing I will do is I will try to play the game in a non-lethal fashion, but I'm not going to hold myself to that because obviously some enemies might prove a bit too tough if we are only trying to deal with them non-lethally, and some enemies do explode upon death, so we'd have to avoid them, and sometimes that may not be possible. We're going to go through training. It shouldn't take us all that long really, but that'll just introduce myself back to the mechanics and introduce you to the various mechanics that we will be making use of as well. So, let's begin. UNATCO Training Facilities, Continental United States. Okay, we have a compass here, we have our health, and BE is our bioelectric energy in the top left hand corner. Obviously, if I look at our health here, obviously we can lose various limbs, like our arms. If we lose our arms, we would have a decrease in accuracy. And if we lose our legs here, we will have impaired movement. And if we lose both legs, I think we're stuck in a crouching form until we get that healed up, because you can lose legs and then slap a med pack on them. We have one augmentation right now, a flashlight. We can have a quick look at that if we want. There we are. Bioluminescent cells within the retina provide coherent illumination of the agent's field of view. In addition, we have an advanced environmental and user assessment subroutine that monitors the condition of ourself and the environment. This is just a standard. It only comes in, looks like, one level. So it monitors our vital signs, our bioelectrical energy and stamina. Handy. We also have an info link, which is a passive augmentation, a one-way microtransceiver array which allows agents in the field to receive messages from control and to store and later retrieve relevant maps, conversations and notes. And we have a message from Jaime Reyes. This is top of the line all the way, so don't expect any upgrades. It's always active. Whereas you can find augmentation upgrade canisters to improve other various augmentations we'll find in the field or when we're back at UNATCO HQ. Various skills, we don't need to worry about them just yet. And these are the various logs and stuff that we could store away and remember for later. Anyhow, let's begin training. We have nothing in our inventory right now, but we do have a key ring. And we have no nano keys available, so we have no kind of... This is like a master key lock, and I suppose you slot in the various nano keys if you want to unlock various doors. But let us begin.
I figured you'd be sick of drills by now. Hopefully our training exercises will be more interesting than what they've had you doing at the academy.
So that's Jaime himself. Okay, let's see how far we could throw some of these house plants. We'll put it back.
Open the door by clicking the right mouse button. The right button uses items in the world.
Every time I see a room like this, it reminds me now of The Matrix. A movie which I only earlier today thought I should re-watch. It's been a few years.
The key on the desk opens encryption-based nanotech locks. When you pick it up, it will automatically be added to your keyring. Use the keyring to unlock the door and proceed to the next area.
There's Jaime himself. We have a agent in black there. And we have Walter Simons himself. Seems to be supervising our training regime. We'll learn more about him later. So we have a nano key. So we can now access the trainer door. You notice that this door has infinite complexability and durability. We couldn't use an explosive device to gain access. We'd have to find a key ring or find another way to get through here.
You're going to get a lot of equipment during these exercises. Press F1 at any time to access the inventory screen, which will let you add and remove items from the tool belt. Press F2 to view your current goals and any notes you may decide to take. On a typical mission, a UNATCO agent's objectives are logged electronically so that he can stay on task at all times.
Okay, thanks a lot. I always thought it was Jamie. And yet, just recently, actually, about a couple of months ago now, I was watching Grimmeth's playthrough, and I may have been getting it wrong all this time. So F2 is our goals, okay. And yeah, as I say, we have 500 credits on our person, which is the currency in this game, but we have nothing in our inventory right now. Suppose we do have, yeah, the trainer door.
Now pick up a weapon and try to break open those crates. One of them's indestructible, but the others contain things you might find useful.
I wouldn't know which one is indestructible. We have a crowbar and a combat knife. They went to our hotkeys here. Obviously the crowbar takes up 2 spaces in our inventory. There's 1 more base damage. It also weighs more. Both of them are lethal weapons for when you're taking someone out. We'll drop the crowbar. We'll use the combat knife. It's a lot faster for swinging as well.
Now pick up the lockpick and use it to open the door. Lockpicking takes time and expends the self-assembling resources of modern lockpicks. Just be patient and remember your training. At higher skill levels, you won't need as much time or lockpick resources to pick a lock.
So yeah, Jaime there is talking about our various skills and perks, but we'll look at these later. We are untrained in lockpicking right now. A disposable lockpick. The tension wrench is steel, but appropriate needles are formed from fast congealing polymers. Despite the product literature, you can use a standard lockpick to bypass all but the most high-class nano locks. From an Alex Jacobson. I see.
Doors have two strength values. The door strength tells you how much damage the door takes before being destroyed. The lock strength tells you how many lockpicks will be required to pick the lock. Some doors have an infinite strength and an infinite lock strength. That means you have to find a key.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. So it only has 5% complexability, so we only require one pick for this door. Just curious, if I close the door again... Okay, it works on both sides. I was wondering about that. Okay, let's close the door behind us. And move on.
The code to the door has been stored in that data cube. Right-click on the data cube to read the contents, then type the code into the keypad. You activate the keypad with the right mouse button, just like you activate a data cube or any object in the world.
What do you mean? Like this training's... It's nice and all, it's telling us about the right mouse button, but it's not as if he's speaking to us as if we're a rookie agent. We'll make this one an easy one for you. To open the door, use the code 0012. I'm just going to keep calling you Jamie. I like Jamie. So much easier. So that's in on goals. It is. Handy. 0012. Thankfully we can use the number pad on a keyboard here.
Use the disposable multi-tools on the table to hack the keypad up ahead. A multi-tool's resources are finite. When a tool is depleted, it becomes useless. The manual describes other uses for the multi-tool. At higher skill levels, you'll need less time and multi-tool resources to hack a given device.
So, similar to lockpicks, you can train in electronics, and then you can use these multi-tools to more quickly bypass electronic locks, and you require less of them as well. Disposable electronics tool by using electromagnetic resonance detection and frequency modulation to dynamically alter the flow of currents through a circuit. Ooh. Can be used not only to manipulate code locks, cameras, autogun turrets, alarms, or other security systems. So not just for electronic locks. Almost done, but one quick note. Not exactly an expert on this sort of thing, but for that you'll have to check in with Sam Carter when you get to Liberty Island. But remember that there's any number of ways to open a door, including using explosives or finding a security computer. And we have a book here on UNATCO, teaching us on multi-tools. Wow, we were reading from this. Note that multi-tools cannot be used for computer information extraction. We should look into hacking. I see. So we don't have a code. Let's pull out the multi-tool then.
I'm here to pick up all munitions and equipment. Thanks for the cooperation, Agent.
Oh, and we did. Do you want my keyring as well? Oh, well, at least I kept the nano...
You aren't done yet.
You mind? Medical.
Lying in front of you is a brave cadet who volunteered to be rendered unconscious for this next training exercise. Highlight and search him to find the key to the medical room. Afterward, pick up his body and place it on the medical table so that one of my aides can revive him once the exercise is over.
Okay. Sounds simple enough.
Good work. I'll get someone down there immediately to revive Private Winslow. Move on to the next area.
Can do.
You can bet this won't be the last time we send you into a dark room. Turn on your light augmentation and find the exit on the other side. Just press F12 by default.
Now, unlike our infolink, this actually is draining our bioelectric energy, but not by a great deal. Is there anything in here of interest? Probably not. Oh. Here's a flashlight though. Sorry, not a flashlight, a light switch.
You're not a mech, but you're enough of a machine to need repair bots over there. If you used up some bioelectric energy getting through the dark area, for example, this contraption can charge you back up.
I see. Repair bots. You can use them to recharge 75% of your bioelectric energy every 60 seconds. Handy.
Congratulations, you completed phase 1. Move over the ramp into the next rooms to begin learning movement skills. We'll be watching you through the cameras, like the one you can see up in the corner. In the field, remember that terrorists sometimes use cameras like this in their security grids to set off alarms and alert guards to your location.
Now, I'm not sure. Let me have a look at my augmentations again. Can the controllers at UNATCO actually see through our augmentations? I think it was at least in Deus Ex Human Revolution, the augmentations that Adam Jensen gains, the users can see what the agents are up to. Maybe the same in this game, maybe not, I can't remember.
Jump across the platforms. You'll have to crouch to get under those pipes. If you fall, use the stairs to begin again.
Pretty straightforward. See, then I mess up somehow. Well, nice and easy.
You need to go through the door up ahead, but it's blocked. Those wooden crates are too big to jump and too heavy to lift, so use the metal crates near the wall to build steps. To pick up a crate, walk up to it so that it highlights, then click the right mouse button. To drop something you're holding, you can press the tab key by default.
Yeah, I have changed that. So this one is too heavy to lift. With a certain augmentation, we would be able to lift this, but we'll just move the smaller ones for now. There we are, nice and easy. Don't know why I feel like I should close the doors behind me. I guess I'm just a bit too polite.
Now, go up the ladder at the other end of the room. By default, you look up and use the arrow keys to climb.
Let's try to play a little game of this floor. The floor is lava. Screwed up. Hello.
We get some complaints about this swimming obstacle because the water's contaminated. Recruits forget to grab the hazmat suit and end up in my office. Not pretty. Or they forget that they have to put the suit on by selecting it and pressing the left mouse button. Remember that the hazmat is disposable. You can wear it only once, and it operates only for a fixed duration. Use the ramp on the other side of the pool to climb out.
I see. And I think that might be Jacob Manderley there watching through the window, who is the director of, or the current boss of UNATCO. So we have a hazmat here. Standard hazardous material suit that protects against a full range of environmental hazards, including radiation, fire, biochemical toxins, electricity, and EMP. Contains an integrated bacterial oxygen scrubber that degrades with use and thus should not be reused. It has a charge, but I don't think you can turn it on or off. Yeah.
These medical bots, normally used for quick healing, are of particular interest to you, JC, because you need a bot's help to install new augmentations. If you took any damage during the swim, now's a good time to get patched up.
And you can see in the top left our right leg's looking a little bit worse for wear, so let's just heal all. He'll heal up to 300 points of damage. And again, that's every 60 seconds. Yes. Good. And there was an augmentation screen there, as Jamie mentioned. If we had any augmentation canisters, we could look into adding them to our person. I ran forward to the soldier here to hand over the remains of the hazmat suit.
Hand in your equipment. That's right. No cheating.
Okay.
Welcome to the combat training area. I am Günther Hermann, and I will be monitoring your progress here. We will start with weapon familiarization.
I see. So we have a new instructor.
Your first exercise will be to learn a little about aiming and targeting. Step up to the shooting range to the west. The targets are released by using the buttons on the counter. Release the first target and take a few shots with one of the pistols until it is destroyed. Notice the targeting reticle appears when you aim at a target.
We'll take... Oh, it's a Glock. I think they just used to be called a 10mm pistol. But now they've actually given it a name, a Glock 49. Has a 6-round clip size, deals 15 damage, I think because we have some training in pistols, which has improved our damage slightly. So we do 15 damage with our pistol currently. And we have a little bit of improved accuracy as well due to our skill. Tells you its ranges and how much it weighs. Okay. I wonder if they've changed the clip size. I remember the pistol maybe having more. But there will be modifications to increase the clip size, though, I imagine.
Good. If you hold your aim for a few seconds before firing, you will notice the reticle starts out wide and tightens as you hold. The longer you aim at the target without moving, the greater your accuracy will become. Release the second target and aim before shooting this time.
I didn't notice it that time, actually. Let's try here. No, accuracy's pretty good. Obviously, here's a targeting reticle, so it could go anywhere in the kind of outer square.
Good work. Now proceed to the next area.
I suppose if we had a weapon we weren't trained in, it would take longer for our accuracy to improve. Also for crouching, it will also improve our accuracy as well.
I'm here to pick up all munitions and equipment. Thanks for the cooperation, Agent.
Great.
This is a rifle range. Here, you will learn one of the ways skill level makes a difference in your accuracy. Step up to the shooting range. The targets are released using the buttons on the counter. Release the first target and destroy it with the rifle. Use the rifle scope by pressing the left bracket key to turn the scope on.
Sniper rifle. This is literally called a sniper rifle, and it uses 30.06 ammo. Base damage at 25, no modifiers to the base damage or the accuracy this time, because we don't have any skill in rifles. But it has a much greater range. You can see our reticle tightening up. So I see.
Excellent. Now we are going to raise your skill with rifles to master level. Release the second target and destroy it.
Really? You're gonna do that for me? Could I keep that permanently, maybe? Probably not. So we are now a master of rifles. How's that changed? Plus 50% bonus damage, plus 25% base accuracy. Bloody hell. That's pretty damn good.
Good work. As you can see, higher skills give you better range, accuracy, and effectiveness. Proceed to the next area when you are ready.
We've kept it for now. For now being the word.
Hand in your equipment. That's right. No cheating.
This is the demolitions training area. First you will learn to use the lamp as a proximity mine. Approach the bay window and you will see a lamp placed on the target board on the black and red wall. Press the first button next to the window and a security bot will be released. Watch as he nears the lamp. Lamps placed on the walls are proximity triggered.
I see.
This time you will place your own lamp. Take a lamp from the munitions bay and proceed to the red and black wall below.
Now, I think the problem is that if you place them and they become proximity triggered, you can set off your own explosives, which may not be the best idea in the world. How do I do this again?
Get as close to the wall as possible when you place the lamp. If you aren't close enough, the lamp will fall to the ground and detonate.
Yeah, that was my concern. So we're going to hug the wall. Oh, the gesture's changed. Okay. So I'm just going to take a second. Oh no, I haven't triggered it myself. Interesting. I thought I would. Okay, cool. Oh, they've sealed the door.
Very good, Agent Tenton. You may proceed to the next area for more demolitions training.
And if we somehow manage to blow ourselves up or blow any limbs off, we could heal ourselves up a little.
You'll need a few extra lamps for the demolitions area. Here, catch.
Oh! I thought you were going to take them away from me, which is why I didn't pick any spares up. But you're giving them to me. Huh. Well, thank you.
I just like to kid around.
Oh, now you're going to take them off me. No, I'm leaving.
Next, you will need to breach the doors in the hallway. Throw a lamp down to the end of the hall. Once it blows, proceed down the corridor.
I'm going to proceed down early, actually. So this door you can't interact with at all. Same with this one. Same with this one. Huh. I thought it would have told us a, door strength. Oh well, so be it.
Notice how the wooden door was destroyed and the metal and barred doors remained. Remember this for future reference. Beyond the destroyed door, you can see a damaged piece of wall you can also breach with a lamp. Try that now.
You know, I can't ever recall playing Deus Ex and remembering more damaged wall segments that you can breach. Again, I am very unobservant though, so it's something to maybe pay attention to. Either way.
Excellent. Notice that the wall is opened. Look for other weakened walls such as this, and your lamp and other explosives will allow you to breach them. Continue through that breach and on to the next section.
I think there's one weakened wall maybe in the sewers, but that's in the future. Anyhow, so let's continue. You're going to take these off me, aren't you?
Gotta start the next section without arms or tools. Rules are rules.
And you're such a stickler for the rules, aren't you?
The area beyond the door is the grenade defusing facility. Here you will learn how to remove planted explosive devices.
Oh, great.
At each of the corners of this area, you will find a lamp planted on the wall. You must disarm and remove all 4 lamps before you can proceed to the next section of training. You will need to move up to the lamp quickly and defuse it by right-clicking. A second right-click will remove the lamp from the wall.
Now, I may be wrong, but skill in explosives, not demolition. It gives you more time to defuse active explosives. Yeah, gives you a greater safety margin for disarming proximity devices. Pretty straightforward as long as you can see them. Last but not least.
A word of warning, Agent Denton. This was a simulated experience. Real lamps will not be so forgiving. You may proceed to the next area.
I thought that agent, that soldier, took my 2 lamps off me, but I have 6 now. I am a little confused. Oh well, I'll take them.
Gotta start the next section without arms or tools. Rules are rules.
You sound just like your brother. Covert.
Now you will learn to move quietly and conceal yourself so that you will be able to avoid a confrontation altogether.
Yeah, we have a new instructor, Anna Navarra.
The test is simple. Get to the far north door without being spotted by the guards below. If one of them sees you, he will sound an alarm and lock the door.
So I'm guessing if we get spotted, we can reset the door with this switch. We have tech goggles and a data cube. Stealth is a vital component of all UNATCO operations. Stealth missions result in the lowest possible ratio of agent and civilian casualties. To hostile losses, of course. Situational awareness is key. Agents should not only be familiar with technical opportunities offered by their environment, but those opportunities can be exploited to their advantage with the appropriate equipment. Tech goggles allow agents to operate in low-light environments such as offices or labs, where illumination might otherwise attract attention. With binoculars, an agent can survey the opponent's disposition and determine the best way to evade or eliminate their defenses. Okay. Tech goggles are used by many special forces throughout the world under different brand names. They all provide some form of portable light amplification. So similar to the hazmat suit, I think. Can you turn this on and off? No, I guess not. No, and they run out very quickly. Oh well. I suppose, again... Charged apparel lasts for a longer period of time if you improve your environmental training. I thought it'd be something like that. Okay, we'll crouch. Because we could... Obviously, we have always run enabled. We could walk it, but crouching again makes less noise. With the GMDX mod, depending on the difficulty you select when we actually get into the game, the AI now has a larger cone of vision, and they're a lot more sensitive to detecting you if you're trying to be stealthy, which I'm looking forward to.
Remember, don't let the guards see you. Use the crates for cover and crouch when you move.
So where are you gonna go? Oh, there's a second guard over there. Oh. We have like a lean function here.
The guards can be distracted. Pick up and throw an object near them, and they will go investigate the noise. Bottles, plants, flasks, many things will work.
Movement, sir, movement!
Nope, no, you didn't see anything.
Always remember the 4 basic tactics to avoid detection. Crouch behind concealment. Stay behind enemies. Move slowly to avoid making noise, and use shadows to conceal yourself. Be alert to every possibility.
I thought knocking into that houseplant might have alerted the guard there. I think noise sensitivity is one of the AI improvements which we'll probably have to be more aware of.
Very good. I hope you remember this lesson, Agent. They have assigned us to be partners, and I will not stop to hold your hand and repeat myself when we are facing a real enemy.
I see. So this Anna Navarro is meant to be our new partner once we arrive at Liberty Island. Okay.
Now for the last test. You have to find a way across the river to the exit on the other side. There's more than one way to get there, depending on your approach and the skills you want to use. It's up to you. Make use of the IFF system to identify enemies. The crosshairs will highlight red over enemies, green over allies, and white over neutrals.
That's handy to know. It's part of our augmentations, part of our retinal upgrades. So we have a hostile robot here. Explosive containers. Ooh, crowbar. Too heavy to lift. We can shove it though. Okay. So we could use a TNT maybe against the robot. I think it's a sentry bot. Explosive barrels maybe? I think that must be Jamie up there again. Ah, I knew there was a data cube somewhere. AGC, one across the water, lower the bridge. The code is 0089. It's either that or get all wet. Ah, there's the keypad. Oh, hello. We have a Glock here as well. A multi-tool if we didn't have the code. Oh, time to go.
Step up to each hologram for more info. When you're through, go out the opposite door.
I see.
A deployment of UNATCO troopers is the central component of all UN peacekeeping occupations. The NSF, the biggest terrorist threat in the US. This national militia group thinks it is fighting the Second American Revolution.
And the NSF, what does it stand for again? Is it the Northwest Secession Front? I can't fully remember.
An inexpensive security bot, a favorite of third world countries and corporate security divisions. Not so mobile, but don't be fooled. We've lost plenty of agents to its well-armored assault gun. Like other bots, it's difficult to damage with ordinary bullets. This Page Industries walking turret, marketed to governments worldwide, is the workhorse of most national military forces. Due to the heavy armor, they take little damage from ordinary bullets. If you come up against a bot, you should use an EMP grenade, scrambler grenade, or some kind of explosive.
Page Industries, that's an organization, a corporation we'll learn more about as we go through the game.
This is the old augmentation technology, hopefully about to be phased out. Notice the reliance on electronics and servo mechanics, a maintenance nightmare. If I had 2 credits for every repair manual they've made me file in my office in the med lab.
The old augmentation technology about to be phased out. I feel kinda bad for people who have this form of augmentation then. Getting them classified as obsolete. It's kind of, well, their livelihood. Having to live with that augmentation and then being seen as less.
The Coalition's new nano-augmented agents are nearly indistinguishable from the general population, except that you and your brother don't know how to smile, even for a picture.
So that's our brother Paul Denton. Obviously, we'll speak to him. And one thing I didn't know for a long time was, you push in there, and it opened up a secret wall here.
Step over to the communicator. There's someone who wants to talk to you.
Manderley likes to hear which agents find this area. They're usually the ones who take terrorists by surprise in the field. Your brother Paul, for instance. All right, carry on. Don't let it go to your head.
So yeah, this is one of these fancy, like real-time communicators, rather than just getting communicated via the info link.
Sufficiently impressive, an early success for the whole organization.
Thanks. You from the United Nations?
Your augmentations are a go. The real test comes next. Active duty.
I'm ready, sir.
Yes. Yes, you are.
So the gentleman here didn't really introduce himself so much, but in the subtitles it did mention his name was Bob Page, of Page Industries no less, and him we will we'll learn more about and speak to. He seems to have approved of our simulated tests there from UNATCO. And here's the end of training. Okay. So, when we come back, we will actually start a new game and actually start replaying Deus Ex with the Give Me Deus Ex mod version 9.0.3, which was released just in November of what I can now say is last year, 2017. I'm going to use this video as a test for sound quality and sound levels, but when I come back we will actually start playing the game. So I hope you'll all enjoy this journey with me, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But thank you all for watching. This has been AnthWolf, and I'll see you all for more next time. Until then though, bye bye now.